He knows how to give you a headline, doesn't he? Garrett has won the NFC East 3 times in the last 5 years. He's one of 5 coaches with 3 division titles in that span, the only one to do it in the NFC. So let's give credit where it's due. And Domonique, you have been the president of the Jason Garrett fan club, at least on this show. Do you believe 5 other teams would have offered him a head coaching job?
See, no. I don't think that Jason Garrett is a great football coach, but I think Jason Garrett is a great football coach for that situation. He is a career backup quarterback. And when you are in Dallas, you are going to take second seat to Jerry Jones. So he fits well there because Jerry Jones is going to run that organization, and Jason Garrett is comfortable with that. You drop Bill Belichick, maybe the greatest NFL coach of all time, in Dallas. He won't have success because of the other circumstances that are there. So Jason Garrett is good there. I don't think Jason Garrett is great in other places.
And Marcus, you played your career in Dallas. You still have that star in your heart someplace. Yeah. Do you believe they should have made a coaching change?
Yeah, they should have made a coaching change. It's been 10 years. The message gets stale. And what are you doing? Are you just kind of meandering through this tenure for Jason Garrett? It almost reminds me when we put up those stats and talking about, because look, let's be honest. Jason Garrett has had some success as the head coach for the Dallas Cowboys. I played with Tony Romo, and there were always questions about Tony in the playoffs. It's just like that with Jason Garrett. So what decision are you making, Jerry Jones? Are you making a decision? Are you trying to identify a guy to win a Super Bowl? Because that's what Dallas Cowboy fans expect. As long as it has been since they've won one, they still expect that going in every season.
So why does Jerry Jones keep him there? Why does he like Jason Garrett as his coach?
It goes back to what Domonique said. He falls into the mold of the guy that Jerry Jones can have enough of his finger on and not really upset the apple cart. And that's what Jason Garrett has the ability to do.
I'm glad we're showing this Jimmy Johnson video because that was the most success they had, but it didn't work. Because the one thing that is never going to change, or at least not going to change anytime soon, is Jerry Jones. So can you think of another coach that would fit better? I can't think of any NFL coaches that would fit in that situation.
You were telling us you played there for Bill Parcells, and he couldn't deal with it, right? He couldn't deal with Jerry.
They were at odds about bringing in T.O. And look, T.O. worked out for all intents and purposes.
Yeah.
But Bill got out of there, and Wade Phillips came in, and Wade was more of a guy for T.O. to let him be himself and his personality. But if you're a head coach for the Dallas Cowboys, the decisions are going to be made over your head a lot of the times, and you just better be cool with it and go with the flow.
That's incredibly difficult for a head coach.
No doubt.
Those guys have enormous egos, which is why I'm saying Jason Garrett, a career backup quarterback.
It's not difficult. It's not difficult for a coach that's happy to be there, though.
Right, that's fine.
No, what I'm saying is, Domonique, what is the expectation? I'm totally agreeing
I understand
with like Jason Garrett. Us as athletes, right? We on the field and we playing. In your job, in your profession, you expecting to get the best and the most out of it. If the ship sinks, it's because my things didn't work. Jason Garrett is fine with the way things are, and the way things are is not going to get you a Super Bowl.
But I think it's kind of like you're buying a car. If you live in Canada, you're not going to get a 2-seater sports car, right? Because you can't change the weather in Canada. That's the same thing in Dallas. You can't change Jerry Jones.
As my friend Jalen would say, let's put this on wax. If the Cowboys don't go deep in the playoffs next year, the year after that, Lincoln Riley will be their coach. Put that on wax.
That's not going to work.
Put it on wax. Let's see what happens.
Wax it.